product that I felt that was worthy to be released. So they will provide additional time to provide that product. They should be done by the 15th of May. Okay, all right. As far as any other additional accounting, updating GL with revenues and expenditures, that is going on currently and actively. Actually, that should be done quite shortly as well, within the next 15 days. We actually had a verbal meeting today with Mr. Ed Rogers from IRH. It is the village's goal to have anything and all things that was done through the contractual agreement between the village and IRH done by May 15th. Issues happen as far as documentation. Issues happen as far as system issues and other issues that come up. We're very well on top of that, and to answer the treasurer's question, those things will be resolved. Another question or statement he brought up is about bringing a financial advisor here to do a presentation before we bring in an accounting firm. I'm pretty sure we just approved a request for a proposal for an accounting firm, so that null and voids his concern in regards to that. And of course, I would want a financial advisor to come in here to tell us where we need to go. And how about maybe they can give us some input as well when we're looking for this accounting firm to come in here. So the order of processes may not be to the treasurer's liking, but in my opinion, are sufficient based on where I'm sitting at in my case and making that decision. Mr. Treasurer, did I answer all your questions? Is there something I missed that you need clarification on?
Mayor,
yes.
may you say something, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm a little upset that
I'm a little upset that the village manager has said that I come in kicking doors inside the village hall. Now, if I ever did that, then as a police officer, he should bring his officers over there and actually get me removed right away if I ever did something like that. That's first of all, you know. So that's a little bit upsetting that he would sit there and lie and actually say these things about the treasurer of this village. And he should actually respond to you, Mayor, because you are the one that actually appointed me. You are the boss of this village. And you should be the first one who actually know if the treasurer of this village is actually going into Village Hall and kicking doors down. I really don't know why he's actually saying these things, but that's a little bit upsetting.
Okay, all right.
I'm done.
Thank you, sir. Because I haven't, well, you come to visit me and you don't kick my door. But still, I don't know what's going on at Village Hall every day, so I hope that that's not happening. Apparently it's not, or whatever. Whatever he says, I think some actions will be taken if that was the case. So maybe you pushed it a little bit?
No, it's
Okay.
factual.
All right, that's at another time. Any other reports? Officer?
Good evening, Mayor and Board of Trustees. The police department, as of lately, has been focusing on picking up our enforcement. And you may have noticed a lot of the vehicles, abandoned vehicles and stuff have been removed. Our ticket enforcement is up. They've been more diligent in the residential areas. That's been our focus as of now. And also cleaning up some of the internal, purging some of the old files and things like that. That's what our focus has been for this spring so far. You know, in addition to doing some training, they've been, back and forth with some of their training. So other than that, I don't have anything else to report.
Thank you very much.
Mayor Covington, Board of Trustees, good evening.
Good evening.
I believe I can speak for my deputy chief when we again say thank you for the appointments that took place back in March. Since that time, we are currently working on our initial report for the manager. Basically, what we've done over the last 30 days and what our plan is for the next 30. We have a couple of events coming up and some other things that are ongoing. One ongoing event is with the Crete-Monee School District. They are going facility by facility, updating their safety plans, their fire drills, their tornado safety spots, and we've been working with them to make sure the students at our two schools are as safe as can be. Another one is our annual visit to the Thornwood House Apartments to discuss fire safety and general first aid and awareness with the residents over there. We're looking at a date somewhere around roughly the third week of this month. And then we're also working on some federal partnerships to hopefully gain access to some equipment and supplies. Anything that we can do to reduce our budget bottom line and defer costs off the taxpayers. So we just emailed the documents back to the program coordinator today, so we're hoping to hear from him next week to see what our status is with that. And that's the end of my report.
Thank you. Question. I had a question call, I had a phone call and then a question. As far as Maple Leaf, about these houses on the front, as far as inspections or whatever they're doing, have you heard anything as far as when they will be up and repaired as far as the roofing, because the doors are there bordered, and so have you heard anything of what's going on with that as far as safety?
There's an ongoing issue with Maple Leaf that I am aware of. They have gotten themselves into habits of calling us for inspections and or re-inspections, claiming that properties are ready, and it's, whether it's my personnel or code enforcement, when we go over there, we find out that that's not the case. So things are being delayed until the units are right and up to code to make sure that they're done right.
Are we putting a time limit on that as far as fines? Or are they in compliance or in violation or anything at all?
That would be a follow-up with the code enforcement people, in our building to see I'm not that familiar with that part of the ordinance. When citations are filed by who and when.
Okay, we're going to be doing some reorganization talking about that at in our retreat, so you'll be hearing something on that. Okay, next. I'm sorry,
I have something to say on Maple Leaf. Once upon a time, it was Brittany Woods, am I correct? Well, I lived in Brittany Woods for a number of years before we had a home built in University Park. And I've noticed, my wife has noticed, and it's been a long time. It's been quite a while since they had everything boarded up. And that part right over there, 703, 705, has been boarded up for quite a while. So they're not meeting the expectations of the village codes and that sort of thing. That's why they're not open to letting residents in, or
occupancy will not be approved for certain units without the work being done per our ordinances.
yeah, because I thought it, just at a cursory look, well, they ran out of money. I mean, they're still boarded up because they're not up to code. That's the reason why it's still okay.
They're rehabbing the building.
The whole thing. All right. I'll leave it up to you guys. You guys are doing a great job anyway. So.
Thank you. Next.
Mayor, good evening, Board of Trustees. Once again, just a brief, quick, happy note. Mayor, as you know, University Park Public Works Department has now become a full-fledged mutual aid to the South Suburban Mayors and Management in the Public Works Department. Last week, we participated in our final drill in Country Club Hills. So now we have been duly granted mutual aid for University Park, as well as we will assist now with the South Suburban mutual aid for Public Works. So that's
Can you explain what that means, mutual aid?
South Suburban Mayors and Management, just as police, fire, they started Public Works a few years ago, and we were never involved in it. And so within the past year or so, I've been going to the courses and the meetings, and now we're a part of the mutual aid. So when we have disasters, wherever it's located within the radius, we could be called upon, or we could call for assistance from other agencies that are part of the South Suburban Task Force.
So it's for emergencies?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. If I'm correct, I'm not sure, Mayor, I think Homewood oversees
The entire.
the entire area,
Yes.
Homewood dispatches. So if we had an emergency here, I would call the director in Homewood, and they would assist, yes.
I do have a couple more questions. I hate to be a bother, I really, really do. But I've been respectfully asking for a list, a plan actually, more than a list, a plan for the trees. And y'all, I keep hearing every second and fourth Tuesday that he has it or you have it, and I still haven't received a plan for the trees or the streets.
Oh.
And in in Bill's payroll, I see that we spent, it was quite a bit of money on road repairs, $35,071.30 to be exact. That was one on road repairs, and then somewhere here, for asphalt repairs, another $2,300. So there's a big problem. We have big problems with the holes in the streets. I would just like to see a plan and see us making progress, because I see we spending money, so we must be doing something. I just want to see a plan. Is that too much to ask? Am I asking too much? Because I've been asking for it about the trees and the streets since I'm pretty sure last August.
The 35,000 is for the Drolley Road collapse. The 2,300 is for 6 tons of asphalt we've been doing by hand. Your road no, the box is not here yet. No, ma'am, we're still doing it by hand, hole by hole, bag by bag. I don't know if Manager Pate wants to respond, but I did submit the proposal with the maps, the road layout, on how we will operate the hot box when it arrives. So I did submit it.
Okay. So your plan is for when the hot box arrives?
Well, we're doing everything by hand right now.
But, okay.
Is that what you're asking me?
We have a map of University Park.
Yes.
There's a list of streets and names.
Yes. Yes.
Some holes are larger than others. I don't know if in your plan you got
Yes.
on your map the humongous holes that can't be fixed with a manual patch or a hot box, and then the holes that we can repair, and just let the residents and me know what the plan is, where we are. I'm tired of people calling me, asking me when a hole on their street is gonna be fixed, when I can't. We should have a plan. These are the major streets and holes that need to be repaired. These are the minors, these are the ones we cannot repair, the ones we can't. And here's where we are with them. We hit this street, in between the time we saw you last, we hit this street, and this street, and fix the work. Or even if you don't give me a list, let us know what's happening. I shouldn't have to drive around University Park to find out what's been fixed, because everybody has this big concern. And the same with the trees. I heard a tree fell on, it's a tree on somebody's house, abandoned house, and there's a hole in it. Mission Street. Can we get an update? I just want an update. And I don't think I should have to drive around just to keep seeing that it hasn't been addressed.
Trustee, I did turn it in. Our map has section 1, just as we do for our snow removal. It is broken down into 7 sections of the village, and we have been working on major roads, what we've been doing by hand now. Unfortunately, we patch once a week. Our next patching delivery will be next Tuesday.
What street?
We will be back on Blackhawk. We are finishing up Blackhawk and Burnham. We're working on our major streets right now. Hickok has been done. Pretty much all of Burnham has been finished. We will finish up Blackhawk, and from Blackhawk, then we will head out to Central and continue on Central. So, but I did, yeah.
Okay. You have a plan for the trees?
The trees, we were in discussion with someone, so I haven't met with Manager Pate since our last discussion. So we have been talking about it, yes.
You spoke with one individual, or have you reached out to several tree cutting companies or somebody who can remove them so we can get a fair pricing?
We haven't went that far.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, there is well, I sent this out to several times, and you know that, Mr. Richardson. It's called the project form, and it tells, again, the project, what we're gonna do, how we're gonna do it, how many FTEs, and the cost of it. It's very, very embarrassing. I went on Circle Drive. There's a house that's burnt up. I took a picture of it, and it has no roof, no sides, no nothing. I don't understand it, and we're not doing anything about it. On my street alone, our neighbors are very smart. One of my neighbors has a home, and he retired from railroad, Department of Railroad. He's been cutting and back cutting and cutting. I know they were on my street before because it was just a dump. It's a dump area over there because it's a protected area. It is horrible. They finally picked up some paper, but there's trees that were on the road, and we cut them and picked them up. All the men pushed them back. Trustee McMullen was over there yesterday when the neighbor stopped and said, "Again, Mayor, what's going on? My tree is cutting, it's scraping the cars. If they park on that side, if they had a graduation party there, and scrape the trees, they pushed it the best they could, but the trees are still there, and I've been begging, please come and get those trees, and they pushed them back the best we could. We did that, because they were hanging on the actual street, so we did all that to push them back, but we need somebody to come and remove that. Friday, if I have to walk you, show it. I showed it to the chief, he took me over there. I took him over to see it, and then we have them hanging right here on Sandra, that a gentleman is so kind to keep the kids away from it every day. McMullen was there yesterday.
Well, yesterday,
Yeah.
when I visited the mayor before I came to your house, Mr. Richards, I was there when the gentleman drove up, and he complained about his car being scratched by the overhang of the dead trees over there. And he went on to say that he and a bunch of other people were putting that back. So as far as the gentleman stating that, I was there when he stated that. Yeah.
So let me answer multiple questions in regards to plan, in regards to road repair, in regards to trees. So I'm going to go backwards to the most recent subject, which
Well, just one second, Chief, before you go into that. And it bothers me because our police officers, when you talk about the cars, they go down Elmhurst, it's over. And I don't know, I know, look at the danger for our police officers chasing someone down these streets as well. So I know it's bad, but it's kind of. So just do the best you can, as fast as you can, whenever you can.
Mayor, I just want to clarify something real quick. We are doing the best that we can. The area you're talking about across the street from you, that is a protected area.
And no?
That is not University Park's property. We try to do the best we can with it, but that is not our property. Also,
But see, that's what I'm tired of hearing. I've been over there 20 years. I had my house built in 97. It's the responsibility of the village to find out who all this stuff belongs to and come after them. Because I'm so tired of people saying we don't own this. Well, who does and what do we do?
I agree with you, but I'm not
We need to
in
really
the
get on this.
code department.
Okay.
Also, Trustee McMillan, the trees. I spoke to that gentleman also, but please note that our Public Works Department has a 24-foot lift. We can't go past 24 feet in the air. The average tree company that comes here, their trucks go 70 to 90 feet in the air. We don't have the capability to get that high. We can't even reach these lights in Town Center with the 2004 truck we have.
They're broken down. If the tree broke, it's down car level. So you don't need a high lift for that. Just get them out of there. It's just, I'm gonna push them. I don't know. They're just there. Our homes are new over there. We pay a lot of taxes too, and they just tired of it. We need to be able to do something. Okay. Any other?
No. Allow me, Mayor, please.
Okay, we're trying to do it. Good night.
Well, I can not give a comment if you like, Mayor, if you want to just.
Well, I think we kind of summed it up. You want to start? Yeah, just send it.
Well, Trustee Wilson, you stated that you were going to meet with me and Director Richardson a couple board meetings ago in regards to developing that plan and going over it. You did say that.
No, as a matter of fact, what I recall is, you have an employee that you can send out who can drive down the street and make notations, is what I thought we discussed, and take pictures.
No.
If I said I would work with you, I would go down the street and do.
No, nobody said go down the street. We're gonna meet with us at our offices and go over our challenges, what we're dealing with, so you can have an understanding.
On the
of
record,
what's going on.
I'll do that, but honestly, I don't think I need to meet with you guys to get a plan of how we're gonna take her project form is what we discussed at the last meeting. I don't think I need to meet with you, but if you guys wanna meet with me,
Well,
that's fine, I can do that.
No, and we don't have a problem. So Director Richardson did drop off submit a plan. I did review it yesterday, went over it. There's some changes that potentially need to be made with the plan. One thing I'll caution the board on for us publicly placing out a plan is a funding plan and funding this plan, especially when it comes to cutting down trees and replacing trees. If you all remember, last year we cut down 50 trees. We didn't plant any trees. For every so many trees you cut down, you're supposed to plant additional trees. That has not occurred. This year, if we cut down another 50 trees without planting trees, we're going to run into an issue of potentially getting a violation in regards to not planting and replacing trees. So we will give you a plan. We don't have a problem doing that, but I would ask for assistance in finding funding, legislative assistance in finding funding to enact that plan. Director Richardson did submit a plan in regards to roads. I did not get a plan in regards to trees. Last year, I specifically remember us having this conversation in regards to a plan and a check being, $15,000 being held up because the board requested a list of trees in each address that was used. That was submitted to the board in order to approve the payment. A statement was made that there was no plan last year, and that is not the case. There was a plan, and that was even before my time. So just to clarify that issue. We will work on structuring a plan and obtaining information that the board asks for. But again, before putting it out to the public, we have to make sure there's funding to fund that plan. So that's just to answer your question, Trustee Wilson and Madam Mayor. So if we put it out to the public and they see it's $2 million, then people will understand why the work is not getting done, right? But right now, people don't know what the plan is. People don't know how much it costs to fund the plan, right? So we can't, all people do is complain. And I don't know what to tell them. Now I can tell them what you just said. I'm not quite sure I got it all, but I don't have a plan. And I don't recall, that was around October, we voted on to wait for those streets, and I don't recall receiving the list. But that's not neither here nor there. We're not going to bicker about that either. I do want to see a plan. I don't care if it's preliminary. I don't care if the funding is, we don't have it yet, then I'll know we don't have it. I've been asking for a plan. I really would like to see it. Okay? Based on the mayor's direction, I'll make sure you get a plan, Trustee.
Trustee? Yes. Trustee? Yes, because we're more.
First of all, I'm excited to tell you that we just passed our year anniversary and of being elected trustees of University Park, and I'm truly excited that that this is taking place. But I did not know, I had no idea that the majority of the first year was trying to take care of the past malfeasance or whatever you want to call it. But we are moving in the right direction in this village here. The board meetings are less contentious right now. They're very civil, and I'm proud of that. That's what we campaigned on. And I would like to acknowledge to the general population that the mayor set up a meeting with the metro station, the metro officials, and we had a grand tour of the facility that we have in University Park. And we had a chance to meet with our colleagues throughout the south suburbs who came to the meeting themselves. And it was also recorded by our director of the cable station. And it was a cold day, but they let us know that they don't have any money at this point in time for any major reconstruction of the facility. The facility was commissioned in 1977, and it had a few changes throughout the years, but we're looking at 41 years of construction. And since I utilize it every morning, and there were times that I couldn't utilize it because of the inclement weather, so we had to go around to the other side, to the west side of the metro station. But anyway, they let us know during that meeting that they are going to embark upon some facial treatments to the metro station. As far as the facility itself, we're not going to go under any major construction or rehabilitation to the center. We're just going to beautify it in a sense because that's what they had the money for. And that's supposed to start sometime in June and July. I've noticed some minor little bit of facial treatment to it now, but the majority of it is going to happen in June and July. So I appreciate the mayor. She set this thing up, and we had a few residents as well who met with the Metro officials, and they promised us that they will start, and they're going to deal with the cosmetic aspect of our facility in University Park. And another thing, I would like to, I'm very excited and proud to announce that we officially had lobby day attended by a few of the trustees. And as a freshman trustee, I was really overwhelmed at the response that we received from some of the officials in the south suburbs and throughout the state. And it was really well conducted, and we were well received, and it was something that the village is working on in terms of bringing its reputation back. And the colleagues that were there, Trustee Williams, Trustee Wilson, Trustee Brooks, and Manager Pate was there. So I really enjoyed the opportunity to represent University Park. And we are moving in the right direction. Believe it or not, it has taken a long time just to right some of the wrongs that have been going on for 2 decades. And I'm humbled at the level of attention that we've paid to correct some of those things, but it's going to take a little time. And no wonder the terms are 4 years, and we was trying to get something moved is something else. So I thank everybody for their participation last week, and I'm looking forward to the next training. Thank you.
Yes, Trustee Williams.
Hi. I would like to say that I enjoyed Lobby Day. I thank South Suburban mayors and managers for allowing us to come, and we did have a great time. And meeting everybody, telling everybody what we need here in University Park. It was a good time, a meeting with Anthony DeLuca. He's still working on the capital bill for road improvements in University Park and in the funds, to make the funds happen for us. I told him about the thing I've been working on for years, and that was the overpass down at Governor's and University Parkway. He understands it. He says he's going to keep an eye out, trying to get some money, because it's going to cost us millions. Okay? So he also explained that what he was doing was, for Illinois, I-57 is really messed up. He's trying to get the money to go out there, and they will fix those roads on the expressway. He said 159th Street over there east is really bad, and they're remodeling that, and they're going to make that together. I met a lot of people. Al-Rawi was there. I got to talk to a lot of the representatives. I brought some of their information here so everybody can know who they are. You can all, I won't go through all of them, I did talk to some of them. They are for Illinois, and that's us. I have a lot of things here that they gave us for us to go over to see what Illinois needs, and they're here to help Illinois. Manager Pate has a whole lot of things. He has the same things I have. If you want copies of these things, just go to Manager Pate. I'm pretty sure he'll give it to you. Am I right?
That's correct.
So it wouldn't be no problem to get that. But we are going in the right direction, and it was a very, very interesting lobby day. Thank you.
Great report. Trustee Brooks?
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Just this mine is going to be very short. Start with I want to thank the mayor and Manager Pate. Last Friday, not this past Friday, but the Friday before, one of the initiatives that I was working on as far as having a school resource officer, Mayor Covington and Manager Pate, and the mayor is always busy on Friday. When she says she's doing her thing on Friday, she's doing her thing. So not just my issue, but she was up there in reference to the school itself and how University Park can help her and Manager Pate. And we will be having a school resource officer. We just need we really need the Police and Fire Commission to do and step up the pace. And again, I don't swipe, but I can tell you when the mayor appointed me, within a year, I gave her 3 officers, and if she needed more, I had 1 ready. We have to keep moving forward. We got to get it going. So that shows progress on that end. The next one is on the way to Springfield, a deer attacked my truck. Well, actually, a deer walked in front of the vehicle, and by the grace of God, no, I didn't kill him. It was years of driving that squad car. It was just a nice maneuver I did. It was instant thinking. If I didn't think, I'm just telling you all now, Trustee Brooks and Karen Brooks would not be here today. That both deers would have came through the windshield. It's God. That's all I got to say. But while I was down there, I walked with Trustee, well, she left, she walked. Okay, I walked with Trustee Williams because she walks at my pace. But I'm going to give my opinion about the Deputy Governor when she spoke with us. Yes, even Paula knows. Look, we have to vote in November.
Amen.
That woman filibustered that whole room. The mayors were upset. She had every excuse that you can think of in the book, and then what got me was that she had the nerve to go backwards and blame who's the governor? Quinn and Blagojevich. She had the nerve to go that far back and say, well, it's their fault, the reason why none of you, because it was all the South Suburban mayors and managers that was in there, and she had the nerve to come up with the excuse of why we couldn't get any money this way.